Hey Orchestra, welcome to page 35 of String Basics. This page is a continuation from page 34, which taught us about mixed finger patterns, which brings us right into this page using those mixed finger patterns to play a new key signature, the key of C. All right, let's take a look at the top of the page. This is the information that we're going to learn from this page. Key of C major, and I am using the violin book, just so you know. We're going to understand C major key signature, play in C major with mixed finger patterns, understand something called first and second endings, and we're going to do little writing finger patterns on G, D, and the A strings. Looking at the picture here, we can see that key of C major looks like this. At the beginning of a song, there will be no sharps, no Fs and no C sharps. All notes will be played natural. First and second endings look like this. There is a repeat sign, which we've been seeing all through the book. But what's been added is this bracket, number 1, and then another measure with a bracket, number 2. This measure right here under the number 1 bracket is called the first ending. This bracket, number 2, that's covering this measure, guess what it's called? The second ending. Okay, you'll understand more about that as we get through some of our songs. The first song is called Key of C Major. And again, we're looking at the beginning of the song where the key signature is found. There is no sharps. And all the notes will be played as natural, meaning for violins, a 1-2 finger pattern on the C's and a 1-2 finger pattern on the F's. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Song number 170, key of C major. All right, this is the way it's going to sound. Play it along with me, or listen to me, play it first, and then you try it later. Rest, 2, 3, 4. There's the half note F, E, 4, F, D, 4. There's that low F, there's the G and the open G. Third finger C, lift and set, repeat. And then you go ahead and repeat that like you're supposed to. All right, that was a fun one to play. Not too hard, I don't think. You probably didn't find that too hard to do. Just have to remember to lower that second finger violins on the F natural. And of course, you cellos and basses, you have to use a different finger as well to play that F natural. Turquoise, trail, 171. Notice when we're on the G string that the C is in a normal 2-3 finger pattern. Kind of interesting, isn't it? We don't have to do anything different with that second finger to play C natural on the G string. G, A, B, C, 4 rests, and then playing D, E, F natural again, low second finger because of the key signature, no sharps. G, 4 beats of rest, and then this is going backwards, going back down, down again, and then repeat. On the open G string, rest, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. D string, low second finger, rest, 2, 3, 4, going down, low second finger, rest, 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 repeat. 172, left hand calisthenics. All right, this is the first song on the book that uses our first and second ending. So looking here, we see the 1 with a bracket over this measure and the 2 with a bracket over this measure. We're going to start here with the C, and it's going to be C, B, A, G, A, A, D, C, B, C, G, 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 F, E, D, F, A, B, A, G, F, E, rest. Now we see a repeat sign right here, so that means we're going to go from here back to the beginning. Don't make the mistake of going from here to here. This is saved for later. So we repeat back. Here I go. C, B, A, G, A, 1 and 2 and 3. Remember how we count eighth notes? 3 and 3, 4, and now we've reached this measure again. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go from this A, and the next note we play is going to be this G. Did we skip something? Yes. We are skipping the measure, number 1, bracket, this measure, and playing this measure as a substitute. We're using this measure as the ending of the song rather than this measure. So we're going to skip this one and play this one on the second ending. So we go from A to G, G, C, C. Eighth notes, remember, are 1 and 2 and 3, 4. All right, here we go. Okay, 1 and 2 and 3, ready, go. C, B, A, E, lift and set, repeat. Now the second ending. Yankee Doodle 173. Here we go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4. 2, G, 4. I want to do this song again because this song, as you know, is usually not sung this slow. So I'm going to take the tempo faster. Rest, 2, 3, 4. Doesn't that sound more normal to play it that fast? Yeah, much more fun too. 174, ticker tape parade, a test line. This would be a great song for you to play first before you watch me play it. See how you do, and then turn the video back on and play it with me and check to see if you did okay. Right away, we're going to look at the key signature again. The key of C, no sharps. That means all the notes are going to be natural. And we can also see that we have a first ending again and a second ending. So we're going to play through to here, the repeat sign, go back to the beginning and play through, skip from this note to the second ending notes and skip over these. Here's how you count the rhythm of these notes. 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, right? 1, 2, and 3. So eighth notes, we put the word and in between the numbers. All right, I'm going to play it now. Rest, 2, 3, 4, and 1. 2. Second ending. That's a fun one to play. Again, you might want to play it slower than that when you first play it, and then try to work up some speed on it. Theme from Symphony number 1. I see in this song that we've got lots of slurs to play and crossing of strings going from our G string to the D string. Notice we also have a pickup note right here. Okay, one single note in the measure, just all by itself. But since we don't have 4 beats in this measure, we're just going to count the beats that are missing. Beats 1, 2, 3, and then we'll start playing right here on this quarter note, which is beat 4. So what I'm going to say to start is I'm going to say rest, 2, 3, and then we're going to start 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, 1, 2. All right, let's try it. Get to start with an up bow. Didn't talk about that, but that's what it says in the book there above that note, an up bow marking. So instead of starting here, we're starting out here with an up bow. Okay, I'm going to say rest, 2, 3, and then we're going to start. Rest, 2, 3. 2. 2. There's a tied note. 3, rimmed off. A couple tied notes in there that we didn't talk about before. We played right here and right here and right here. So remember how we count those. Combine quarter note with a quarter note to make them 2 beats long, just like a half note. Right there and right there, and then a half note tied to a quarter note is going to be 2 + 1, 3 beats of sound. There's a little bit of homework at the bottom of the page for you to do. Let me explain a little how to do that. We have the finger patterns you know are the 1, 2, and the 2, 3 patterns. For each key signature below, write the pattern you would use to play the correct notes. So write either 1, 2 on the blank or 2, 3 on the blank for violins. For cellos and basses, I think you'll be writing 1, 3 or 1, 4. Check your instructions on your book. So in the key of D major, which has 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp, what pattern, finger pattern, are we going to use to play the notes for the D string? Well, the correct answer is 2, 3. And that's because on the D string, we have D, first finger E, second finger F sharp, and third finger G for violins. Okay, and to do that, we have to play with a 2, 3 pattern to make sure that F sharp sounds correct. What do we do on the A string? What kind of finger pattern do we do on the A string? So think about the A string and play the 4 notes on the A string with your fingers in the key of D, meaning 2 sharps, F sharp and C sharp. We're on the A string. So A, first finger B, second finger C sharp, third finger D. What kind of finger pattern do we have? 2, 3. So write 2, 3 right there. Okay, do the same thing for the others. Exercises here. G major has 1 sharp, only F sharp, so C is natural. So what would you do on the G string What would you do with your fingers on the D string to play the notes on the D string? What would you do on the A string? And this page taught us about C major, no sharps. So how do we play the notes on those strings if we're in the key of C major, no sharps? Do that work and think about it. And if you're confused, you can go back up to the top of the page or back one page, which explained mixed patterns, mixed finger patterns, and that'll help you. All right, thanks guys. We'll see you next time on page 36.